It's your boy VC Xavier. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe.
Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And before kickoff, Charles, quickly, your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. He's not going to get me. Now.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. On second down, it's Coleman. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Play action now. Here's Steve Young. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Kevin Green. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. On play action, Young. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. This is Barkley. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Saquon Barkley, 62 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. They don't want to get behind the sticks because
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Let's go now. 30 base. Keep it up, guys.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Aikman operating from the gun. And he's got the hook up for the first time with Herman Moore. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On first down, Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Here's Aikman setting to throw it. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Following the interception, Young got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Saquon Barkley doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
On the set. Check back. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On third down, here's Coleman. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll play fake. Now Young. He's going to launch this thing. Oh, and now Young here throwing another interception. Picked by Mel Renfro, the Hall of Famer. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Let's go now. 8, read.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Get it.
They'll run on first down. Barkley works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Aikman. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Michael Johnson marches in to sack him.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Hey, Charlie.
They're going on 4th down. Aikman. And this is caught. He hits more. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
That throw by Young incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 2nd down. To throw is Young. Throwing again. Herndon's got it complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Hill. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked off by Jamal Adams. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now Aikman to throw on second down. And that is caught. Herman Moore. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Kevin Green picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The second down throw for Steve Young, incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, you couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
The third down throw incomplete by Steve Young.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
I think when people start talking about the greatest Ravens of all time, Ray Lewis's name comes up pretty fast, doesn't it? Tackles like that, just the tip of the iceberg when you start to talk about his talents.
He was their second pick after the move to Baltimore. What was that, 96?
Yeah, 1996. Jonathan Ogden was the first.
And Ray Lewis also two-time Super Bowl champion and the MVP of Super Bowl 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Saquon Barkley on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Now
the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Young off the bootleg. That's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Young working out of the gun. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is taken at the 3. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Here's Steve Young. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe he's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. He completes it to Jones. And they'll get this down to the 10. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Here's a give to Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes where those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Young's throw there incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Young. He sets to fire deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Mel Renfro, the Hall of Famer. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively, though, just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down.
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play here for Dallas. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Cowboys 63, Bears nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And now here is another interception. Picked by Mel Renfro, the Hall of Famer. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Young now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Here is Young. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Young going to throw again. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now here's Young. And my goodness, another interception. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah, Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Herman Moore, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. Partner,
Join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Young to throw it. Going deep now for Herndon. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. They're already slim. Hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Young. And it is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Ready, ready. No, check his mic.
I'm here all day.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go, baby.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Out of the gun, it's Aikman. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Lawrence Taylor able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Young. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That throw by Young incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now Young. And now here's another interception. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
Big grip.
They stay on the ground with Allen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down.
Greystone travel.
Check Mike 33. Hey, let's get in that hole.
Ready?
Young on third down. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory, but he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Ready. 30 base. Hey, high 7. Go.
Looking to pass. Aikman on first down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Michael Johnson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
X3. 218. Chop.
Check Mike 33.
Snap.
Young off the play fake. On the comebacker, complete. It's Holt. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A third down gain of 19. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Double tight.
Get it.
They'll run with Coleman on first down, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Mike 40, Mike 40. Check. He's coming. He's coming. Hey, defense. Hey, defense. Let's go.
49-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This is Coleman. An all-time great tackler, Brian Dawkins, making the play there.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Check 5.
On second down now, it's Coleman. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. On to try the field goal now, Phil Dawson. This from 54 yards away. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. A tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlep Rock, got that black cloud over their heads.
We're 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Watch the curve.
Big rip.
That one looks like he'll throw here. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.